Hello, hello, hi, gigpreneur. What is going on? Welcome. Happy Friday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi, and I help folks just like you, just like me, make money online using social media. What is happening? If you are joining me live, let me know. Let me know I'm sorry. Let me know you are here. Let me know where you are tuning in from. That would be always cool to know. Um, it is a little bit earlier and on time for me, so you may be new to my lives, and I welcome you. And I myself am from Southern California. What is going on, Mr. Evan? Let's see, Katie, Marcy, Queen of Cats, Marwan. Did I say that right? Julie, Cheryl. If you're joining me live, let me know you are here. Would be nice to know who's here, who's not here. Now we are live on all channels. I'm live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and later X Threads and LinkedIn. So if you're not following me, I'll be the first one to tell you how awesome I am all day. So follow me, and I'll follow you back for sure, for sure. So let's get into tonight. I saw an interesting post today. Well, not an interesting post, but I saw a post from a leader that had posted they had a challenge with health. I don't want to give a whole lot of clues because a lot of you may know this person, so I don't want to give a whole lot of stuff. But I'll take chunks from the person. So they had a challenge, a health challenge today, and they posted that you can have all the. Well, I'm paraphrasing, okay. They posted that you can have all the wealth in the world, um, but what good is it when you don't have health, right? And I totally understand that, and I totally get that from somebody who has had several challenges, health challenges. I've had 7 surgeries. I'm a cancer survivor, and I have over 220 stitches in my body. And recently, I found out that my pancreas is shut down and it doesn't produce enzymes like a normal pancreas would. Therefore, it explains kind of how I lost 49 pounds and I kind of shrunk. And some of you say, hey, good for you. No. It was not part of the plan. I did not want to lose even 1 pound. I was always into the working out, MMA, all this stuff. So when that happened, it kind of just took me by surprise and just I shrunk literally so fast, and I had to redirect. I changed a lot of things. And through all these experiences, health challenges that I've gone through, there have been times that, I didn't have insurance. Who can relate with that? Drop a 1 in the comments if you've ever gone through a health challenge. I'm not talking about you going for like a cold, a health challenge, and you didn't have insurance and you didn't know how to cover the darn thing. I know I've been there. There's a whole other story behind that I've actually been there a couple times, and the first time is a big deal. Was a big deal for me, So, but I'm sure there's been some of you that have gone through a health challenge and haven't had insurance or not enough insurance to pay for them. Thank you for all the love. I appreciate it. Thank you. If you're not following me, make sure you're following me. I'll follow you back. I'm live on all channels, so you can hit me up everywhere. So, but one thing that I've heard, from Steve Jobs too, said, "Hey, you know what? The only place that I can't have people do stuff for me is death, and the hospital bed is the most expensive thing." I get that. I really do get that. So, how is this related to the topic of how do you determine how much do you like wealth? Well, let me share this thought with you. You know how they say, okay, you can have all the wealth in the world, and, you know, if you don't have health, what does all that wealth mean? Right? Here's my challenge to you. What if I gave you all that health challenge and took the wealth away, but you still kept the health challenge? I'll pause for a second. Let that marinate. If I took your cash, wealth, insurance, and still kept you kept the health challenge, not just you as in not directed towards a single person, but you as in a general context. Okay. So if I took the wealth and the money and the insurance and all that stuff away, and still you kept the health challenge, what would you tell me? You would say, wait a minute, that's not a good deal. That sucks. I wouldn't want that. I said, I'll give you the wealth in exchange for the health, right? I mean, that's what everybody would say, right? Nobody would say, oh, yeah, you can take the wealth and then, yeah, I'll keep the health challenge, right? So that whole idea of, okay, I rather, not have any wealth, not have any money, and, be healthy. I get that. Believe me, I get that. But it would really suck to be unhealthy and poor, wouldn't it? It would really suck to have health challenges and be poor versus health challenges and be wealthy or rich or have means to pay for treatment. Whether the treatment gets you to, complete recovery or healing, that's regardless because that's on both sides, right? Both sides, whether you're rich or poor or insurance or no insurance, what that treatment, right? Would it? Some of you would argue that say you may get better treatment because you got more money, right? Wouldn't you say that? It wouldn't be the same treatment. You wouldn't agree with that. I wouldn't be able to convince you that, hey, whether you have insurance or no insurance, you're rich or not rich, you got money or you got no money, it's the same treatment. They're going to treat you the same way. I don't think I could convince many of you of that. Many of you would say, no, no, dude, you got more cash, you can get better health insurance, you can get better treatment, you have more options for treating yourself. You would tell me that, right? So it just doesn't make sense. The same way, I want you to pay really good attention. For those of you who are still with me here, I want you to pay really good attention here. The same way your poverty does not serve anybody, including yourself. You being poor doesn't help anybody. Doesn't help you, doesn't help anybody else that you know or anybody else you may know. Right? You being poor doesn't help anybody. The same way your poverty doesn't help anybody, the same way you saying, hey, I rather have no money and be healthy, that doesn't serve anybody either. That's you putting yourself in a trade-off. You don't believe in the fact that you could have both. Or hey, the fact that I get sick or I get unhealthy or I have to go through a surgery or I have to go through this, it's part of life. Whether you're rich, you're poor, I can show you rich folks that are going through some serious stuff. But I'll tell you what, it's really naive to say, I'll give that up for health. I would think. I don't think It's easy to say, right? It's really simple to say, I'll give all of it for health. And then what? It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. I would be more inclined to, hey, listen, I may not be in that situation, and thank the Lord for that. At the same time, I would think that, I've kind of gone through a couple things in my lifetime, right? So at the same time, I would think the same way that it makes more sense to have enough money to do things, enough in quotes, right? It makes also sense to have enough to be healthy. Now, let me give you this idea. I always say prevention is better than repair, right? You agree? I'm live. Hey, Ryan, what up? I see you on Instagram, bro. Yes, I am live. Oh my goodness. What am I going to do with you? I'm going to have to. So it's prevention is a lot better than repair. If that's the case, then I love how when you showed up. Like, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. I promote a very premium liquid collagen. Okay, proven to work. Okay. Now, this is not something you get from Costco. This is not something you get from online, from Amazon. This is a premium product. Okay. What that means is that it's proven to work. One, I mean, I can say that, right, because it's proven. We have clinical studies. At the same time, it it's proven to show things, right? It shows that it's doing things to your body, right? Now, if prevention is better than repair, would it make sense to do things to prevent? Right. Probably said yes. Okay, so if that's the case, as soon as some product hits your desk or your life, you're like, oh, why? Because you're not in that situation, because you're not recognizing prevention versus repair, because you're not recognizing, hey, listen, if I'm in bad healthy situation, that's probably going to cost me more, a lot more. And then that's when I would say, oh, I'm going to give everything up. Well, maybe here you could just give up a little bit and contribute to your own health, right? So at the end, you don't have to make a trade, right? So I just don't see, and I know this may sound really strange. I just don't see saying I'm going to give up all my wealth. Not that I'm wealthy by any means, but when I do get wealthy, let's say, I don't see why I would say that. I mean, I would definitely try my best to um, get the best attention, right? So I think we're so programmed to think scarcity and immediately go for a trade-off, then think, hey, we could have both, and if one falls off, then it's the way it's supposed to be, right? And and again, that all just comes down, I think. And you can disagree with me. I would love to hear some of your comments. I haven't actually gone to the comments, but I will. So you can disagree with me, but hey, if you're going for that trade-off, then you don't believe that there's enough. You don't believe in abundance. And I just refuse to think that way. I just refuse that that's how it is. The good book doesn't say that. It says there's plenty. There's like plenty for everybody, right? And when you go through stuff, your challenges, I get it. I mean, I question a lot of things, but I also get it in a not understanding way. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. To me, it does. But so, hey, listen, your poverty doesn't serve anybody. You being out of whack, not healthy, doesn't help anybody. It doesn't. So it doesn't help you, doesn't help the next door, then doesn't help the family, imagine, right? It just doesn't. So work on getting healthy, wealthy, and no trade-off. Why not have it all? Because if you believe in abundance, then it's easy, right? It's simple, not easy. It's simple. If you believe that, then you can grab chunks of it, right? But if you don't believe there's enough, you're always going to be what? Trying to grab from somebody else, be jealous, be judgmental, because you're thinking, they have most of the share. It's not enough for me anymore. Can't think that. Like, if you think that way, you're really shooting yourself in the foot. You're not growing. You're not progressing. You're moving, but you're not progressing. You're not growing, right? You got to believe there's enough, plenty, right? And there's no trade-off. So with that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I dropped a hint. I promote the highest quality liquid collagen on the planet Earth you can get. It is proven to work with 37 clinical studies. So if you want to challenge me with your collagen, oh boy, wait, do I want to say this? If you want to challenge me with your collagen, I have made a 20-minute video that gives you the 5 musts for you to consider before starting, continuing, or switching your collagen. So if you want to see that, drop the word me in the comments and I'll shoot it over to you. You can check it out and then we can chat afterwards. With that, I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com. I help folks create a side income using social media, the online space, and I am signing off. Until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. Much love.